Geelong turned on its bleakest day to farewell its favourite son. Despite the weather, they came to pay their respects to Bob Davis. The famous and the common man gathered together at St Mary's Basilica to celebrate the extraordinary life of Davis. It was no secret Bob Davis loved Geelong, but Geelong loved Bob just as much. Cats players of today arrived as one to pay their respects to the man who, more than any, symbolised the heart and the soul of the blue and white hoops. There were the iconic names of the football world: Hafey, Bartlett, Hunt and McKenna. Cats number one ticket holder Daryl Summers and could have been champion Ian Cover, all bearing priceless memories of the Geelong Flyer. Gary Ablett made the trip back to his former heartland, and the man who ended Bobby's 44-year reign as Geelong's last premiership coach, Mark Thompson, arrived. In what seemed like Bobby's final wish, Ablett and Bomber sat next to each other in the church to put their past differences behind. Bobby's son, Guy, told the mourners his dad would have liked the turnout. A notable exception inside the church, Sam Newman stood in the rain with the public to pay his respects. In a rare glimpse of his persona away from the TV cameras, Newman was visibly distressed as he watched proceedings on a big screen. He credited Davis as his mentor who helped him find his way in life. As Bob Davis began his final journey from St Mary's, the Geelong theme song rang out on the church bells. The family, as stoic as ever, thanked the crowd for turning out. A gentle kiss from Bob's son to comfort his mother said it all as the tributes flowed.
He told me many times he loved the limelight, and I knew he loved the limelight, you know what I mean? I used to poke at him and so forth. But look, he was an easygoing sort of a fella, and he's nothing snobbish about him at any stage, you know. He talked to everybody, he loved everybody.
All the greats of TV over the years and football TV, and it all springs from the spirit of love of the game and fellowship that Bob led with Lou and Jack.
But the big thing about Bob was when the chips were down, he was there, and he was just a sensational fella.
As a young player coming through, you knew about Bob Davis, and he obviously was part of the history and loved relaying that history on you as the years went by. So certainly a welcoming figure at the footy club, and as much as anything, he wanted the club to be seen in a positive light all the time, and that certainly rubbed off on the current day players.
But so good for Geelong, so good for footy, and so good for Victoria.
Past and current players formed a guard of honour as Geelong said one final farewell to a man who will always be a true legend. And with a round of applause, the sun came out.